As we discussed today, I recommend you use the manufacturing application to facilitate your kitting process versus a packaging solution. And again, this is just based off the information I have thus far regarding the project. So to give you an overview of how this would work, it's very simple. You're going to want to go into the inventory, master data products, and you're going to want to create your product that is the kit, right? The SKU, which whatever that SKU is, in this it's 123, which is the kit. Here you'll define a sale price, a cost price, again, internal reference or SKU. And if you go to inventory, you're also going to mark this route as equal to manufacture. Once you've done that, then you can go and create your two raw materials or the components or the items that go into the kit. Once you have these created, right, and I just set them up, component 1 and 2, gave them a SKU, gave them a price, and left their route equal to buy. Because I buy these components, I bring them into stock, and then I actually build my kit here. So once I go here, I go look at the kit, and you'll see with the kit, I need to define the elements or the items or components that make it up. And I do that by going here. I have a kit product, and the components that go into it are component 1 and 2. Now, you will see if I go back to the kit as a product, you'll see the on-hand availability is equal to 0. If I go try to sell this kit, we'll just do John Doe. Actually, before I sell it, I want to do one last thing. If I go to the kit here, the product kit, I'm going to set a reordering rule for the kit, which essentially says every time I go down to 0 units on hand, I want to manufacture, I just leave it 0, 0. It'll manufacture just whatever's in demand. But you could say every time it goes, the inventory count for this kit goes below 5 units, re-kit another 30 automatically. And that way, the people who are responsible for packaging or kitting will use the manufacturing app, and it will automatically tell them every time when they need to be kitting more of a certain product, which will be measured off of the true inventory levels in real time, which is quite powerful. So what we'll do at this point is we'll go to manufacturing, we'll create a manufacturing order, and I'll say I'm going to make another kit. Or better yet, I'll show you how the automation works. Let's sell this kit. It's going to tell me I don't have any in stock. There it is. You plan to sell this kit, but you don't have it. I have the items though. That's the tricky part. So now that I have this, I confirm. And now what happens is it creates the delivery order for this kit. And if I go run my reordering rule here, this runs a scheduler. You will see if I look at manufacturing, I have a new manufacturing order generated for this kit because it broke the reordering rule. So when it breaks that rule, it automatically triggers the rule's reaction, which I have set to manufacture or kit more of these items. And I told you I just wanted to kit the demand, which is 1 unit. And here we'll check the availability. It tells us we have these components available. Let's kit them. And just like that, we can record this kit, and mark this kit as done. This could read 100. Maybe you're going to kit 100 units. It's going to look at all the items, tell you if you have them in stock or not. And if you don't have them in stock, you can tell the system to automatically order more component 1 based on a reordering rule, so that you can always maintain stock levels in real time, which, no more guessing which components in which kit need to be ordered to meet the demand. You can now have the system automate all of that for you. And just like that, you will see if I look at inventory, look at what's waiting, I'll be able to then reserve this kit here and validate it and apply. And it ships it out the door. Let's do one more workflow. I'm going to show you something a little bit more involved. I'm going to create an order, and let's say John Doe wants to order 125 kits. Tells me I don't have 125. That's perfectly fine. We can confirm the order, and just like that, generates our delivery for 125 kits. If I go look at if I actually run my scheduler, And this can be automated. I'm just running it manually in this demo. I'm running it, and now when I look at manufacturing, I see I have a new manufacturing order created for 125 kits. And again, if I had those kits in stock, it wouldn't create a manufacturing order. It would just pull them off the shelf. It's all it would do. It would reserve that inventory for that order off the shelf, and you'd be able to ship it out. But because I don't have them in stock, and because I want to demonstrate to you how we can reproduce kits in real time, I'm going to have it as such just to lean on the manufacturing module. I'll check availability. Now I don't have these raw materials in stock. Well, good thing the system is smart enough to, again, when I run my scheduler, if I look at purchasing, I'll now have and I know what I did wrong. I actually have to go to, if I look at my products, you're going to want to make sure you set that vendor for these products so I can automate the purchasing. And I'll just say I'm going to buy this from vendor X for $10, and same thing for component 2, $10. And now, again, if I run my scheduler, and then if I look at purchasing, now I have a new purchase order automatically generated. And you'll see it's going to be for 125 units of component 1 and 125 units of component 2. And I can confirm this purchase order, bring these items into stock whenever they arrive. The moment that I do that, I can go directly to manufacturing, materials still waiting. If I were to run my scheduler, which I'll show you how to set that up so you can run it in real time. But if I go back to manufacturing, it'll now tell me materials are available. So the system's always going to be checking to tell you, hey, these materials are now available. So whoever is responsible for kitting these 125 units, go ahead. You have the stock on hand. It's arrived. And just like that, they can begin kitting it, produce it, and mark it as done. Now, there's more layers to this as well. I could go to my settings and I could click on routes, and we will do multi-step here. And I'm going to show you how we can pick raw materials as well. So let's say if I go to warehouse, in this warehouse, I want to manufacture in 2 steps. Now all this is going to do is, watch this, or better yet, 3. So now when I go and create a manufacturing order for the kit, I'm just going to do 1 unit. It actually generates 2 pickings up here. The first picking is it's going to take from stock and move to the production location these raw materials. And you'll see I don't have them in stock. That's why it won't let me reserve them. The second picking is going to take the finished product, the kit, and move it back into stock. And you'll see just how I did that. That's, again, it's not a requirement to work it that way, but it's just a nice to have. So now you'll see when I go to my purchasing, Odoo automatically, it actually be under RFQ, Odoo automatically generated a second purchase order for the 1 unit of component 1 and 2, confirm, and I can receive these into stock. And now the inventory team would see here they have to pick components, and they'll see they have some waiting. Or again, just to show you the automation, when I run the scheduler, it'll move those over here. There they are. So now, again, I'm going to show you how to run the scheduler automatically, but what happened is now Odoo's telling everybody in the warehouse, hey, there's a manufacturing order that needs to be executed, and we need to pick components to take it to the manufacturing location. So, and here it is. Here's what you need to do. And they can pull this up, see warehouse order number 3, pick these components from stock. You'll see Odoo automatically reserves them for this order. And now they're in the pre-production location. And once they're in the pre-production location, then everyone in manufacturing can see that the goods are now available. And once they're available, they can execute the packaging of this kit, or placing component 1 and 2 into this kit, producing it, and recording the production. And once that's done, you will now see there's a second picking, which we see here. Someone needs to take, it's ready to process, meaning this product has been manufactured and it needs to go to the stock. And you'll see here, if we open it up for manufacturing order number 3, we have to move one kit to the stock location. And I can validate, apply, and be done with it. And now that is in my stock location. And you'll see if I look at my inventory report, my quantity on hand is I have 126 units on hand. I have 125 which are reserved. Again, they are reserved for that order that we executed here for John Doe for 125 units. And we can look at the delivery order and see that this is the delivery order that they're reserved for here. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to let me know. Again, it's a huge solution with tons of functionality. So you may have some things that are unclear, but don't worry, the implementation consultant can help you with that. Thanks so much and have a great day.